Alright Bonehawks, this video is all about Mortal Kombat 1. It's beta weekend this weekend, and I did a live stream yesterday. And I saw a lot of comments with some people struggling to figure out how to actually play the game. And I was kind of concerned that people just not being able to know how to do the basic stuff who are trying this game out for the first time might be discouraged by the beta and might turn them off from the game. And because there's no tutorial mode or anything in here, I thought, hey, on my channel, I love to do tutorials. That's what we're going to be doing for Mortal Kombat 1. So I made one for you today for the 5 most common things I've seen beginners struggling with Mortal Kombat 1. Let's go!
Accept your death.
Now the number 5 on our list here is how to enhance your special moves. This was one I saw multiple times, and it's kind of tricky, and again, the game doesn't tell you how to do it. So unfortunately, there's no training mode or practice mode, so we kind of have to do this in towers, but that's okay. So in order to enhance your moves, you'll see on the bottom of your screen you have a little meter. You have to have at least one bar kind of shining there in order to enhance your move. And then you can see not every move can be enhanced. You can go into the moves list, press start moves list, special moves. When you see the little R2 button there, that means that that move can be enhanced. So basically what you want to do for, let's say we're going to do our enhanced chain reaction. There's a reason I chose this one. I'm going to get into it in a second. So it's back, forward, circle, or B if you're on Xbox, I guess, and R2. So we would do back, forward, and then you press B and R2 at the exact same time. And that will get your enhancement. Let's see if our lovely katana here will let us get that move out. There we go. That's the enhanced one, so 125. So be mindful of that, and again, if it's not coming out, check the meter, make sure you're looking at the right part of your screen there. We're player 1 side, so ours is in the bottom down there. We're just about to approach a bar here. Now we're going to enhance that move. Boom, that pops up for a combo. So that's super important to know, and it kind of leads into my next tip, which is not watching this fatal blow. The next one is to make use of an armored move. So some special moves in this game have what's called armor. Armor will absorb a hit, so even if your opponent counter hits you as you're doing this move, it'll just eat that hit and go through and hit them anyways. It doesn't tell you that I can see here. Lee May's is her enhanced chain reaction. See, that's why I used it in the last one. But it doesn't tell in this beta build what the armored move is, which is quite annoying. So I know that's Lee May's. I believe Sub-Zero's is his slide. Johnny Cage's is a shadow kick, I think. I'm not sure what Katana's is. I think it's the upward slash thing. I'm not sure what the input is. But mess around with it. The towers are kind of just set the CPU to very easy for now, and then just test it out. And you can actually do this as what's called a wake-up attack. So when your opponent knocks you down, just before you're about to get up, you enter this in, and if your opponent tries to attack you while you're on the ground, you'll blast through it and get through to hit them. So let's see if I can't find an example of showing you how to use this armor. So you saw right there that there was a little flash when I hit Sonya. That was me armoring that move, tanking that hit basically, and just continuing my way through. I had to play a couple of games before I was able to get that footage, but there you go. That's an example of an armored move right there. All right, tip number 3, and I can't stress this enough. Do not use the joystick for this game. There is way too much movement with this thing, and you need precise inputs, and you're going to have a really tough time doing special moves. Strongly recommend using the directional pad. And that may seem counterintuitive if you've played a lot of other games before, but the joystick, there's just way too much room for error on that one. So I strongly recommend, or if you know some sort of hack to using the joystick, leave me a note in the comments down below, because I would love to hear it. I have not heard a single good argument for using that, but I'm open-minded and I'm willing to listen to you. That kind of ties into our second tip, which is movement. There are several different ways to move around in this game. You can walk forward or backwards. You can also dash by pressing forward twice or backwards twice. You can cancel your dash into a block to kind of move around quicker. Almost like a wave dash, but not quite. This kind of ensures that you can get a little bit of speed while also staying safe. I say because I get hit by a bicycle kick. But I see way too many people that are starting out, they just keep jumping like this. That's how they get in. Not only is this super dangerous and easy counter, look, see, even the AI knows how to counter it. But you can't block in the air, so you're extremely vulnerable. So you don't really want to be jumping around like this. Basically kind of moving in and out, walking around, dash blocking, moving your way in. Only on airborne, on decent reads, if you think you can jump over something, that kind of a thing. There's very good anti-air options in this game, so just make sure that you're grounded, move around, use that D-pad like it tells you, and I think you'll have a good time. And the number one tip, and probably the most important one that I see a lot of beginners forgetting, use your cameo. Cameo is the number one thing in this game. They really wanted us to use it. There's so many cool moves and so many different setups that you can have with your cameo. And create some mix-ups too. Look at that, that's a low. That's crazy. We still lost because we timed out, but that's crazy. And learn what your cameo moves are. They have their whole separate move list in the special moves list. Frosty's Revenge. Snowman's Pissed. Snowflake Cancel, Ice Carpet. And again, so you press the direction and the button, similar to how we did the enhanced moves earlier. So yeah, just make sure that you know what you're doing, because cameos are tied to a lot of things. Combo breaker, for example. Combo breaker, in order to do that, by the way, this is a bonus tip here. You have to have a full bar meter, so that's all 3 meters in the bottom down there. And you have to have your cameo available. If you don't have those two things, you will not be able to do combo breakers. Okay? You got that? And then to perform the actual breaker itself, as soon as you get caught up in a combo, you press forward and the block button at the same time, and you'll do your combo breaker. There we go. So there we go. So we talked about how to enhance moves, how to armor moves, how to move around the screen, using your cameos, and using the breakers. So I feel like those are some good starting points for anyone that's kind of just getting into this or just trying this game. So you actually be able to have a little bit of fun and learn and play. You know, and get a real feel for this game, because I'm sad that there's no tutorial or even really a way to play with your friends online. That kind of sucks. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, because we're going to be having all sorts of Mortal Kombat 1 tutorials, no matter what your skill level or the game launches. So that being said, hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you Bonehawks in the next video.
Accept your death.